Hello and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today we have a 1000 point battle report for you between Seraphon and Cities of Sigmar. Seraphon will be using Coalesced and Cities of Sigmar will be using the Misthavn sub-allegiances, and we are going to be playing the scenario Knife to the Heart from the Generals Handbook 2020. Let's get into those armies. So here's our Cities of Sigmar army. We've got 1000 points and we're going to be playing in the free city of Misthavn. So to start with, we've got a Dreadlord and Black Dragon. He's going to be our general. He's going to have the Shadow Lord command trait, meaning we can use the command ability for free once per turn. We've then got 10 Drakespawn Knights who are going to become battle line because of the Dreadlord, 20 Free Guild Handgunners and 10 Dread Spears. They're there, of course, because we're going to have a Sorceress in the army, and she's going to have the artifact, the Gloom Bell. And today, we're playing against 1000 points of Seraphon. So, everything's on square bases, mainly because my opponent, he's just getting back into Age of Sigmar, so hasn't rebased anything, well, nearly anything yet, but we'll get there. Playing with square bases today, deal with it. So, we're going to be playing in a Coalesced army, and then we're going to be playing under Coattl's Claw. The command trait for his general, which is going to be the Saurus Old Blood on Carnosaur, is going to be Dominant Predator, and is going to have the artifact, the Eviscerating Blade, both of which are required to by taking the sub-faction Coattl's Claw. The Skink Star Priest there down in the front is going to have the spell Hand of Glory for some rerolls to hit. We've then got a normal Stegodon with a giant bow, and then 2 units of 20 Saurus and a unit of 10 Saurus to round out the army. Let's get into the battle. Alright, so deployment is all finished. So on our home objective on this side, we've got our 23 Guild Handgunners screened out by the 10 Dread Spears, and we've got our Sorceress on that side. In the shadows, we put our Dreadlord on Black Dragon and the 10 Cold One Knights. Across the table, the Seraphon are out in force. We've got 10 Saurus Warriors on the flank of the Stegodon. We've then got both units of 20 Saurus in the middle there with that Saurus Old Blood. That unit there with the Skink Priest around them is sitting on the objective. They're ready to come across and try and kill me. Cities finished deploying first, so they're going to pick who goes first, and we're going to give the first turn to the Seraphon. So, the little Skink Priest on the back, he's going to use Mystic Shield. Who are you going to put Mystic Shield on?
I'll do it onto the Carnosaur.
Onto Carnosaur, cool. Just aiming for that 6-5, doesn't go off. So fails to cast his spell this turn. He's then going to use his ability to give the Mortal Wounds out. He'll give it to the 20 Saurus, because they're the only unit in range this turn. And we'll go into movement for the Seraphon, and we'll come back after all of it's done. So, end of the movement phase, we have the unit of 10 Saurus have run up. They got a nice big 6 with their run. Carnosaur's coming up the middle, along with his Saurus on that flank there. Going to go into shooting, but I'm pretty sure that Stegodon's going to be out of range of anything. I don't actually think you can see anything anyway where it is. And if not, that'll be the end of the Seraphon's turn if it's not in range. And we'll go into Cities of Sigmar. So, Cities of Sigmar, turn 1. We're going to try and cast some magic. The Sorceress, she's going to attempt Mystic Shield. Is she better than a Seraphon Wizard? So she's needing a 6 on the dice. She gets it with a 9. You're out of range. So we're going to put Mystic Shield on the Dread Spears in the front there. After that, we'll end our hero phase and we'll go into movement, and we'll come back after all of that is done. So, end of the movement phase, we've just moved up our screen. The Dread Spears, the Sorceress and the Handgunners have all just sort of moved up, spreading out across the objective, getting ready to sort of take on all comers. And then we've brought in the Dreadlord on Black Dragon. He's 9 inch away from the Saurus. However, we're going to spend a command point to... Actually, no, we don't even need to spend a command point because he's got Shadow Lord, so which means we keep our 2 command points. And we just get to move D6 for free because that's his command ability. So, let's see what we do. We get to move 5 inches. Awesome. He's going to be eating those Saurus Warriors for breakfast.
Tell the Carnosaur eat.
So, shooting wise, long rifle here is going to take a shot at those Saurus Warriors over there. So he needs a 4 to hit. Hits. Needs a 3 to wound. Wounds. -1. So, yep. Make an armor save.
No 6s?
Saurus, no. that page there. What's your armor save? 5 up, so that
No,
becomes... Saurus Warriors have a 4 up, so it becomes a 5 up save. No, so one Saurus Warrior goes splat. Because it normally would be damage 2, but because you coalesced, you minus it to damage 1. So only 1 dies instead of 2. And then the Dreadlord on Black Dragon. The dragon's going to breathe its noxious breath on those Saurus Warriors. There are 9 in range, so we get to roll 9 dice. Every 6 is a mortal wound. 1. So 1 Saurus Warrior dies from stink breath.
Any others?
No, just 1. That's it. That's all my shooting. So we're going to go into charges next. Dreadlord is obviously going to be charging. Dreadlord on Black Dragon's charge roll. He needs a 4 to get in. He gets an 8. So we're going to move him up. I'll move him in a sec. So we've moved and we've done our charge. Just enough movement to sneak over into here so that Carnosaur can't come and get me. So we're going to attack with the Dreadlord on Black Dragon first. I'm going to go nom nom on some other little dinos. So Dreadlord on Black Dragon, he's going to attack first. So we're going to go with the Dreadlord. Oh, need 6 dice. So he's hitting on 3s. It's 4 hits. And then wounding on 4s with his sword. So 3 armor saves on your normal armor save. So there's going to be 4 ups. Only failed 1, so 1 more dice so far. Then we're going to have the Dragon's Jaws. This is the big one. So these hit on 4s, or only 1 hit. That's big. And then wound on a 2. Wounds, that is -2, so this is a 6 up save. Failed. D6 die. For 1. And then last attack, my claws. These hit on 4s again. That's better. Only 1 miss that time. And then wound on 3s. That's much better. So 4, these are at -1, so 5 up. Every 1 failed is 2 dead Saurus. That's 8 dead Saurus. Ouch. 10. Well, that made up for it because that draw attack was horrendous. So there are 10 alive, and they're going to fight back.
You said 4?
My mistake. Only 4 more are dying, not 8, because they're coalesced, which means they halve all those damage 2 into damage 1. So I only killed 6 Saurus. That was good. So they're going to pile in and attack back now. So Saurus are attacking back. The champion's in combat. So you got 4s to hit, 7 attacks. So that and that miss. The rest will hit though. 3s to wound. 1 fail. And then I've got a 3 up save. I fail 1.
It's got rend -1.
So I've got a 4 up save. So failed 2. Take 2 wounds, and then you've got your jaws. So the jaws are going to go 5s to hit. 4 hits. The rest will miss. And then 4s to wound. Yep, 3 wound. And means I've got a 3 up save. Oh, failed another 2. So he's taken 4 wounds already. Ouch. And then, yeah, that'll be the end. So he's going to spend a command point with his general there, just inside a 12-inch, make them immune to battle shock. Doesn't want to lose the D6 -2, I think it would have been. And so now we're going to go into the turn roll for priority. Rolling for priority, red for the Misthavn. We got a 4. You got a 4. I went last, so you get to break ties. So do you want to go next, or do you want me to go next?
I'm going next.
You go next, cool. Seraphon turn 2 coming up. So Seraphon hero phase, the skink star priest at the back there is going to cast Mystic Shield on the Carnosaur. So needing that 6, can you do it this time? 8 goes off. I'll double check whether my wizard's in range now because she did move forward. Nope, she's not in range. She's over here, up there. And so it goes off. Mystic Shield is on the Carnosaur. So we're going to all the movement of the Seraphon and we'll come back after that. Still learning the Seraphon. He issued a command to them. So on a 4+, you're going to get an extra command point. Yep, 4+, so you've got a command point still. Should have done that before, but, you know, learning the army, it is what it is. So yeah, go into movement, and we'll come back after all of that. So, end of Seraphon movement. Carnosaur and the Saurus here have both moved up. Stegodon's also moved up on the flank. We've also spread out that unit of Saurus warriors there, really just making sure that home objective stays safe. And obviously those Saurus warriors over there are in combat with the dragon. We've got some shooting to do now, I reckon. He's got a shooting attack as well. So we'll go into that. He's going to shoot his Sunbolt Gauntlet. What's he going to go into? Is he going to go into... I'm going to activate the Gloom Bell at the start of the shooting phase. So you're -1 to hit me. Everything Holy Within 12, which is everything here. So D6 attacks with your Sunbolt Gauntlet. 3. So you got 3 shots. Normally hitting on 3s, but now you're hitting on 4s. One hit. And wounding on 4s. Wounds. 1 armor save for me, so got my Mystic Shield off, so gonna be a -1 on the rend, isn't it? Yep. Sure is. So I've got a 5-up rerolling 1s. 2. 1 dies. Yeah, 1 dead Dread Spear. So Sky Streak Bow is going to be shooting into the Dread Spears. So -1 makes you forced to hit with your 3 shots. Yep, well they got rid of 1. My Gloom Bell did its job. And 3 to wound. Wounds. -1, so 5-up -1 on the Stegodon. Sky Streak Bow is, yep,
-1,
yep.
damage 3.
-1, so it means a 5-up rerolling 1s. 4, nup, so damage 3, that's just going to kill 3. I've actually got Mystical here, so I'm going to take 3 after death saves and see if I can live. I'll make 4 because I should have taken 1 on the other Dread Spear as well. So 6s, I survive, I save 1, so 3 still die. So 2 more die. And that'll be it for your shooting. Charges next. Warriors here are going to try and charge. They need an 11. They do get a reroll thanks to their drummer. So 2 dice, 7 nut, but they get a free reroll, so why wouldn't you? 10 just off. Just not enough. They can't reroll a reroll, so you can't spend the command point, but Carnosaur, he needs a 6. He got the 11. I mean, that's typical. But he got 11, so he can charge. We'll come back after he's done his charge. So the Carnosaur has piled in around. He's gone into the Juicy Handgunners. They're the most models. He's going to easily just devour them, but they're going to get to stand and shoot. So we'll go into that.
Actually, part of the
So first of all, we're going to go with the long rifle. So he hits. 3, he wounds. So -1. Could have just rolled him with the rest of the handguns, it would have mattered.
You sure it's -1?
I'm -1, almost. So, what's your save? 4 plus. So, 5 up. Saved it. And then the rest of them will hit on 3s. Or, sorry, 4s, because I'm not getting my +1 to hit. And then wound on 3s. That's better. That many armor saves at -1. So these are going to be on a. What are we saying? What's he got? These are going to.
That's the Scarvet. Wrong way.
Old Blood has a 3 up, so 4 up. 4 up save. Ouch. That was not a good roll. That is 5 wounds on
I've
him.
got no reroll. Oh, he's got that. Didn't I get that?
Oh, yeah, so reroll 1. So there were 4 1s in there. So reroll them. Still going to be 2 more. So you're only going to take 3 instead of 5. That's better. Cool. And then we're going to go into combat. So, I'm using my Witch Mist Narcotic on my Dreadlord and Black Dragon, meaning he's going to have an ethereal save this turn. He's a 3-up. I'm also going to spend a command point, giving me rerolls 1 to my save. So I've got a 3-up rerolling 1. I do not want to take damage this turn. However, you've piled in as well, and so you've got 12 attacks, 13 with your Sergeant. So 4s to hit. So with your Celestite clubs. So, yeah. And then 3s to wound. So I've got that many saves. These are on my base save because I've used Witch Mist on Ethereal for the turn. So 3-up, re-rolling 1s. And of course I rolled freaking 3 2s. So that's 3 more wounds. He's taken 7. He's not doing well this game. Alright, so your Jaws, 5s to hit. So we'll pick out the hits. That seems easier on this one. I think that's it. Yeah, the rest missed. So they can all go. And there's your other ones. And then 4s to wound. Waiting for that dice. 3 wounds. So 3-up, re-rolling 1s. Saved all of them. Good.
Save something.
Well, I'm going to fight back with my handgunners before they get absolutely murderized.
What wounds are...
So handgunners are piled in, and we've got 9 attacks. 5s to hit. We've got 3 hits. And 5s to wound. No wounds. Carnosaur's going to eat me. Saurus Old Blood on Carnosaur attacking first. He's going to use his Celestite Spear. So 3 attacks, 3s to hit, wanting some 6s though. They'll give you an extra hit. No, 2 hit though. And 3s to wound. 2 wounds.
Got 6 then, don't I?
And then these are -1. So handgunners don't get a save. So they're just going to, 6 of them are just going to die. So we'll just keep 6 dice here for now. And we'll keep going with your attacks. You've got 2 attacks from your clawed forelimbs. 3s to hit. 2 hits. 3s to wound. 1 more. That's gonna. That doesn't have any rend, so I get a 6-up save against that. Don't save. So it's 7 dead. And then you've got 3 attacks with your massive jaws. You get +1 to hit because you managed to get a hit.
Also
So 3. Yeah. So an extra attack here as well with your jaws. So 4s to hit, 3s to hit now because you're getting +1 because you hit with your thing. So 3 hits and 3s to wound. All 3 wound. And I've got -1, so these all go through, and these are damage 5, so it's 5. That's the whole unit wiped out. He just ate all my handgunners. Oh dear.
Nom nom.
So, Dread Spears are going to try and attack back and do a wound before they also get eaten. So, we're needing 4s to hit, looking for 6s though because they become Bren 1, so we'll put him to the side. So, he will he wounds, and the other 2 both wound as well. So, you've got 1 and -1, so that's a 4-up save. That one goes through. And then 2, 8 normal, 3+ armor save.
And they both pass.
And they both pass. So you take 1 more wound. And then it's just my other unit attacking because you've got nothing left to attack. So the dragon's going to go. So we've got 6 attacks from the rider. He's going to hit on 3s. Yep, that one missed. And then wound on 4s. 2, no rend, so 4-up saves. 1 more dies. Then his fearsome jaws, so these are hitting on 4s, or 1 hit, and wounding on a 3 now. Wounds though, -2, so this is a 6-up. Nope. D6 die for 5 this time. So only 4 died from the jaws because he's coalesced, but then my claws, so 4s to hit. Missed with everything. Ouch.
You're supposed to stay.
That will be that. So we will have some battle shock because you'll actually need to take it there this time. You don't have anyone to use Inspiring Presence.
Yep.
So Battle shock for those Saurus. He's going to lose D6 -3. -3, so none. So you lose no more. You passed your battle shock test. And then it's going to be Cities of Sigmar turn 2. So, start of the hero phase, we're going to gain a command point, and then I'm going to use Word of Pain from her onto him. So, it goes off on 9. You're out of range, so he's going to take D3 mortal wounds to begin with. For 2. So he's just going to take 2 wounds.
Can't I?
Mortals, can't stop them. And then he's also -1 to hit. Because I told him the Word of Pain, I told him no. That's the end of the hero phase. We'll go into all the movement and we'll come back after all of it's done. So, end of movement, well, the Drakespawn Knights have come on. They need to deal with that thing. They've retreated out of combat. There's no reason to keep them in there and die. And yeah, Sorceress has just moved up behind them. So, she's going to use a command point to enact the movement, so they get to move an extra D6 inches. 1, ouch. That's not helpful at all. Shooting, Dreadlord's going to breathe his noxious breath onto those. There's 9 in range, that's the rest of the unit. Every 6 is 1 dead. And none of them die from stinky breath. Oh dear.
We threw a breath mint down his throat.
Oh dear. So, that's going into charges then. We're going to try and charge for those Drakespawn Knights. They need an 8. So they need 7 on dice because they get +1 to charge. So 6. We're using our command point to reroll because this needs to happen. 5, 6, 7. Got it. Just skin of my teeth.
That was.
All right. Lucky. That was very close. All right. We'll move these in with their charge and we'll come back after. So they've charged, we'll do a pile in and we'll get in going with their attacks. They need to attack first or the Carnosaur is going to eat them. So these are the riders, 9 attacks. We are 3s to hit. And 4s to wound. Oh, that's a good roll. These are -2 on the charge, so these are going to be 5-up saves. Normally damage 2, but you coalesce, so damage 1, so... Save 1, 2, so you're going to take 4 wounds, putting you on 10 wounds taken. And then we've...
2 wounds left.
And so let's see if the Drakespawn can eat you. And so the Drakespawn Knights are going to attack... well, this is the Drakespawn part of the Drakespawn Knights. 3s to hit. That's a decent roll. With that. And then 4s to wound. Alright, that many saves to make. You've got a 3-up save for these though.
If I fail even 2,
Yeah, need to do 2. Need to kill 2. You didn't fail any. He's alive on 2 wounds. Damn it. But at least he's severely damaged at this point, so there is hope. Your turn to attack back. Go with the Saurus.
Yep.
So 10 attacks with the Saurus. 4s to hit. Cool. That's not either. Okay. And then 3s to wound. All 4 wounds. So I've got a 4-up save. Failed 4. Ouch. That puts him on 11. Ugh. +1. And then you've got your jaws. So 18 jaw attacks, 5s to hit. Ugh, that's a good roll. It's a really good roll for your jaws. They'll hit. And then 4s to wound. That's not as good. I'm happy about that. I need to save a few of these though. 3s. Saved them all. Good, good. So Dragon's going to attack back. So we've still got 6 attacks with the Rider. He doesn't drop. So 3s to hit. Oh, he's pretty annoyed that you hit his Dragon. And 4s to wound. These are base armor saves, so 4-ups. one more dice. Cool. For some jaws, 4s to hit, 2 hits, and 4s to wound now, nothing. I've got 3 attacks with my clawed forelimbs. 4s to hit, all hit, and 3s to wound. 3 armor saves to make, and -1, so these are going to be 5 ups. 2 more die, so I've killed 3. And then it's going to be your Carnosaur's turn to attack back. So Carnosaur's going to attack. Rider still has 3 attacks. 3s to hit, wanting some 6s. No 6s, so all 3 hit. And 3s to wound. All 3 wounds. -1, so these are going to be a 4 up on my Drakespawn Knights. Saved 2, failed 1. These are damage 3, so 1's going to die and 1 takes a wound. And then you've got the Clawed Forelimbs, 2 attacks, but these are hitting on 5s now. 1 hit and 3 to wound. Hits and wounds. No Ren, so 3 up armor save. Saved. And then your Massive Jaws are still going to get +1 to hit, so you're going to get 4 attacks, sorry, because your Jaws. 4s to hit, 3s to hit, sorry. Doesn't change anything. And then 3s to wound. All wounds. -1, so these are 4 ups. Failed another, so that's going to do 1 damage and kill the second one. So, Battle Shock. I'm not going to care because I only lost 2, and I'm Bravery 8. You're going to care though because you lost 3. Roll a dice. On a 6, you lose 1 more. 3, that's fine. 3, you're fine. Going to go into priority, turn 3. So, priority, red dice. I got a 6. You got a 6. Which means you're going to get to pick again. Are you going to take the turn?
Yep.
Yep. Oh dear. Seraphon, turn 3. Little skink at the back there is going to cast Mystic Shield on those Saurus Warriors. Needs a 6. He gets it, so Mystic Shield goes off on them. Now we're going to Seraphon movement, and we'll come back after all of that is done. So here's what it looks like at the end of the move. The Saurus Warriors are moving down the flank now with the Stegodon up behind them. And that's all just sort of consolidated there. Skink, little Star Priest there has run down beside his Saurus Warrior buddies now. And we've got some shooting to do next. So he's going to shoot into the Drakespawn Knights. D6 shots with his Sunbolt Gauntlet. 5 this time. No negatives to hit this time though. Boom Bell's been used. So 3s to hit. 1 missed. And 4s to wound. Just 1. -1, so 4 up save. Saved it.
Okay.
That's him done, and then we'll go over onto the Stegodon. We'll see what it's in range of. So the Stegodon there is going to shoot all the way into these Drakespawn Knights. So 3 shots, 3s to hit. 2 hits, 3s to wound. 1, -1, so 4 up. Failed, so that's going to kill 1 and a half.
Sky Streak Bow.
Damage 3. So kills 1 because he's got 2 wounds, and then puts another wound across. And now we're going to charges, which is pretty much just those Saurus Warriors trying to charge. So you're needing an 8 with a reroll.
And that's 10, 2 dice?
Yep, 2 dice, so 8. Where we get 2 and 1, no. But using your reroll, thanks to your drummer. 3, that's cocked. How many times can you reroll the dice? 5, that's 8. They're going to get in. This may be the end of me. So, start of combat. Carnosaur, he's going to go into the Drakespawn. So, he's got 3 attacks with his weapon to start with. As we flick through the pages of the book. Next page. So, 3 attacks. 3s to hit. Wanting 6s though. No, 2 hits though. 3s to wound. 1. And -1, so I've got 4 up, saved it. Good. 2 attacks for your clawed forelimbs. 5s to hit. Didn't hit with either, so you're not getting +1. You've got 4 attacks for your massive jaws now. But you are hitting on a 4 now because you didn't hit with your clawed forelimbs. Just 1 hit. And a 3 to wounds. Wounds though. -1, so 4 up, failed it. That's going to kill another Cold One Knight. Or Drake's One Knight, whatever you want to call him. I'm going to go with my dragon before he dies. So, Dreadlord's going to attack. He hits on 3s with his sword. And wounds on 4s. 4. No rend on these, so these are your base 4-up save. Kills another one. And then 3 attacks with my massive jaws. 4s to hit. Hits twice. And 4s to wounds. Wounds once. -2. So it's a 6-up save. Failed. D6 die. So D6 -1 for 5. He just ate them all. Yeah. Coming up with the goods late on. There's not much you can do in that state though. So he's done, which means it's your turn to attack with your next unit, which is going to be these Saurus Warriors here. So Saurus Warriors to pile in, and there's going to be 5 attacking the Sorceress, 2 attacking the Dread Spears. So 2 attacking the Dread Spears, 4s to hit. No hits with that, but then you've got 4 attacks with jaws. 2 attacks each. 5s to hit. Hits twice. And 4s to wound. 1. I've got a 4-up save on the Dread Spears. Saved. Then you've got 6 attacks into the Sorceress because your champ's there. So 3 hits. And then 3s to wound. 2. -1, so she doesn't get a save, so she's taking 2 wounds, and then you've got 10 attacks from your jaws. Fives, you got 2.
And
4s to wound. 1, I'm going to get a 6-up save against this though, so don't get it. So I take 3 wounds all day with her.
how many wounds she got?
5. So Sorceress is going to stab them back. She gets 1 attack, she misses. And then we'll go to Dread Spears. So pile them all in. She's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks. 8 attacks with our Sarge. Hitting on 4s. We missed with every single attack out of 8 attacks. Wow. That was terrible. Still got the Drake Spawn Knights to go though. So, Drake Spawn Knights are going to attack the Riders, hitting on 3s, but wounding on 4s now. And they are only rend 1 now, so...
4s, you said? You rolled a 3 and a 4.
Ah, yeah, okay. Failed that, so it's another wound. She's got 1 left.
I can't reroll that, can I?
No, not this turn. And then so that gives me 4, 8, 12. And these are 3s to hit. Gotta bite his ankles off. And 4s to wound. That many 3-up armor saves. So if a 1, 1 or 2 appears, he dead. And there's your 1 and your 2 and another 2. Na 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 na. Crash.
Oh, who says he doesn't fall on your sword?
Drake Spawn Knights do have to take a bravery test this one, so on a 6 they lose an extra Drake Spawn Knight. They're fine. So now we're going to go into a Cities of Sigmar turn 3. Can I turn this around? To start with, Magic. She's going to cast Word of Pain on them. Goes off on a 10, so it's going to be D3 mortals. 3 of them are going to die. 3 to die. And they're -1 to hit. So 3 dead Saurus. And we'll go into movement and come back after all of that is done. So Dreadlord and Black Dragon's finished his movement. We've then got the Drakespawn Knights down here, and they're all getting ready to charge and get rid of those things off the objective. I can't afford to send them forward because if they die, I lose. So Dreadlord's got one Saurus Warrior in range of his Noxious Breath. On a 6, it dies. It doesn't die. And that's just going to leave charges. The Dreadlord needs an 8. So 6. He's going to re-roll that. 5, he doesn't make it. Fails, and then they need a 3, the Drakespawn Knights. They got an 8. Of course it did. Oh well, they got a 9 in total because they get +1. So we'll move them in and come back with combat.
I would have so liked.
So we're going to attack with the Drakespawn Knights first. So they're hitting on 3s. 1 miss. And then wounding on 4s. Just 2. 2 at -2, so these are going to be 6 up armor saves. Nope, so 2 die so far. And then we've got 12 attacks here with our actual Drakespawn, so 3s. And 4s. So 4 armor saves at your base armor save of 4 up. 2, 5 die, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1 alive. Sergeant here, he's going to try and eat the Sorceress. So 2 attacks, 4s to hit. 1, and 3 to wound. Nothing. And he's got 2 draw attacks, 5s to hit. 1 hit. And 4 to wound. Nothing. No, Sorcerer's going to stab him good. 4 to hit. She misses. Probably fending off his teeth. So we'll move the Dread Spears in to kill him. So all of them are fighting because they've got a 2-inch range weapon and they're 25mm bases. So 4s to hit. That's better. That one becomes round 1. So 4 to wound. That wounds. And the other 2, 1. So make 1 on a 5 up. He did. He got stabbed right in the eyes. And that clears the Seraphon off my home objective, though there is a Stegodon. And now that's going to be priority. So I got a 6 again. Stop copying me. 1. That's better. I'm taking the bloody turn. So she's going to try and cast Word of Pain. That's pesky Skink Priest is in range now. So we're going to stab this dude. Sorry, Jerry. And we get +2 to cast. Watch me fail. No, 8, 9, 10. So you need to roll an 11 on dice.
2 dice?
Yeah, 2 dice, need to roll an 11. Piss off. Oh. So we're going to be mad then. But no, it goes off. So we're going to do D3 mortals to that Stegodon. For 3 mortal wounds to him, and he's -1 to hit. Good. Stay there, you stupid dinosaur. We'll go into movement, and we'll come back after that. So we're going to shoot with the Dreadlord and Black Dragon after he's moved up there. We've also moved the Drakespawn off to try and deal with the Stegodon. Dreadlord, he's got 5 in range of his Noxious Breath. Can he actually kill a model with it today? He's got 1. Oh, I only rolled 4 dice. 1 more. No, kills 1 Saurus Warrior over there with Stink Breath.
Don't go armor for it?
No, mortal wound. So 1 just dies. And then charges. So we'll go with the Drakespawn Knights. We'll make their charge.
Snake eyes.
Definitely not. 11, 12. They're going where they want. Put that there. And then the Dreadlord on Black Dragon.
Snake eyes. Nope.
No, he got a 10 as well. Cool. So we'll move those and we'll come back with combat. Right, so they've charged in like that. Dreadlord's charged in like that at the back. He's going to use 2 command points. So he's going to give himself +1 to wound with My Will Be Done. And then he's also going to give himself reroll 1s to save. They're then going to get reroll 1s to hit. So we're going to go with them first. This could be a terrible idea, but that Stegodon needs to die because otherwise my home objective is a goner. So there are 6 of them, so it's going to be 7 attacks. Right, These are 3s, re-rolling 1s. That's good. That's much better. And then 4s to wound. That is 4, -2. So what is a Stegodon's armor save? It is a 4, so these are going to be 6 ups. So that's going to be 4 damage. The Drake Spawns themselves, 3s to hit. They got to do 3 wounds. Re-rolling 1s. So they missed there. And then 4s to wound. That's a good roll. That many saves, you got to save over half of these. So these are a 4+ save. Failed 3, got him. Oh.
They bit him in the flanks.
Yeah, and he's got a few giant lances just sticking out his flank. But you're going to get to go against the dragon next.
Yep, dragon's going to become lunch.
Alright, so we'll do the piling and we'll come back with the attacks. So, 4s to hit. Fail.
Do they get bonuses for 6s?
No, not them. But they all hit. And then 3s to wound. So 3, -1, so these are 4 up re-rolling 1s. Failed 1. Reroll, not failed 2, so I've got 1 wound left. Which means 13. 1 wound left, and then you got your jaws, so you're going to have 10 attacks. Sorry, 12 attacks. So 12 attacks, 5s to hit. Oh, that's a really good roll. That's a lot of hits. 4s to wound. That's a really good roll as well. He may be dead. I do not want a 2 here, effectively. I didn't roll. Nah, saved them all. Cool, he's alive, so he's going to eat you back.
If only you failed 1 roll.
I know, only 2. 1s I got to reroll, 2s would have been horrible. So 3s to hit with his sword. He's coming in slaughtering. And 4s to wound. 4. No rend on these, so these are just your normal armor save. 4 up. 1 dies.
Is that including the shield he's got?
Yep. Because you get to reroll 1s from that, so you didn't roll any 1s. And then 3 attacks. These are 4s re-rolling 1s. And of course, oh, that's a 1. It's a Skaven symbol. No, and I turn it into a Skaven symbol. And then 4s. No. Oh, no. So we'll get that. Because I get my reroll wounds. And then, so that goes, oh no, reroll wounds. So +1, no, it's +1 to wound. My mistake, everyone. It's +1 to wound, so he wounds. So -2, so this is a 6 up armor save. Nope, so you lose d6 -1 for 1. No 1 dies. And then 3 attacks from a claw, 2 attacks now with the claws. 1. 1 more. 1 armor save -1, so 5 up. No, 1 more dies. And so you do have a command point, so you can make them immune to battle shock to not lose any if you want.
Yep.
Yep. So they use command point, so they don't lose any more, because at this point in time, it's just all about them staying alive. And now it's your turn. So we're going to be sneaky here. Little Skink Priest is going to use Arcane Bolt. He's looking for a 5 on 2 dice. It doesn't matter what the other dice is, it's a 5. Well, it does, because now I've only got to roll a 6 to dispel. Which I don't, so a mortal wound and the dragon is dead. He's out of here, gets Arcane Bolted off the table. Now you're free to do the rest of your movement, so do what you need to do and we'll come back after that. Alright, so he's just shuffling around at this point. I think for the Seraphon it's trying not to lose, so He's just moved his Skink Priest into the mystical, and they've just surrounded the objective. We'll go into priority. I got a 3. He got a 2, so I'm going to take it. I'm going to try the long bomb charge. If it doesn't work, it's game. So this is it. This is the only play left in the game. They've got an 11-inch charge because they get +1. It is a 12-inch charge, but they get +1. They've got the Sorceress who's just moved up behind them, so they're going to try and win me the game. They fail on a reroll, and we failed the reroll. That's game. There's nothing the Seraphon can do, so we're going to call it there. It's a draw. Well, thank you all for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you'd like to come chat with me and other members of our fine community, you can do so by following the link down to our Discord server in the description of the video below. Also, would like to give a special shout out to everyone who supports the channel via Patreon or YouTube members, and they are our Sinful Guard Militia members Christian Weir, Philip Ward, Soren, Kenny Lowell, Alderon Shot First, Chaos Spawn and James Crowder, and our Free Guild Regiment members James and AJC. Thank you all so much for your support. If you'd like to help support the channel like these fine gentlemen do, then you can do so by either clicking the link to follow to our Patreon down in the description of the video, or by joining the YouTube channel. That's it for today though, folks. Thank you all for watching once again. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.